Today I'm going to show you the exact AI workflow that's turning a single photo into a cinematic video in just a few minutes. Google just released two brand new AI models, and when you combine them with Higgsfield, the results are honestly ridiculous. Creators are already using this workflow to produce entire ad campaigns, social content, and product videos faster than ever before. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to build it yourself and why this changes what's possible for solo creators. Hey there, so if you're new here, I'm Nick Ponte's AI avatar. While the real Nick is busy helping businesses with Mina Marketing, Hawaii's fastest growing marketing agency, I'm here dropping the latest AI hacks, tools, and money-making strategies. The real Nick reads every single comment on these videos, so make sure you comment below, like this video, and subscribe. All right, now let's get into it. On June 30th, Google dropped two new AI models at the same time, and honestly, most people online slept on this. The first one is called Nano Banana 2 Lite. It makes pictures. The second one is called Gemini Omni Flash. It takes pictures, or even plain text, and turns them into full moving video clips. Separately, each one is useful. Together, they're a complete pipeline. You generate the image first, cheap and fast. Then you hand that image off to the video model, and it comes alive. Google's own announcement lays this out plainly. They're positioning these two models as one connected workflow, built so builders and creators can go from an idea to a finished video without jumping between 5 different apps. Let's start with Nano Banana 2 Lite, because this is the part most people will actually use every single day. It generates a full image in about 4 seconds. Google says it costs roughly 3.5 cents for 1,000 images. Read that again, 1,000 images for pocket change. That means testing 100 different versions of a thumbnail, a product shot, or an ad creative barely costs anything at all. Independent coverage from the Next Web confirmed the same numbers Google published and pointed out that this pricing move is Google's most aggressive play yet toward developers who need to generate visuals at real scale. Neowin also broke down where this model sits inside Google's lineup. Nano Banana 2 Lite isn't meant to replace the flagship Nano Banana Pro model when you need the absolute highest quality. It's meant to replace the original, older Nano Banana model for anyone doing high-volume work, which is most of us. Now here is where it gets fun. Gemini Omni Flash is Google's video model, and it does something most video tools can't do. You can edit the video just by talking to it. No timeline, no dragging clips around, no learning some complicated editing software. You describe the change in plain language, and the model rebuilds the shot around it. The official Higgsfield product page shows this off directly. You can swap a character in a video just by dropping in a reference photo, and the new character takes over the motion and the dialogue without missing a beat. You can also retime the action, change the mood, or recast the whole style of a clip, and the model keeps your original footage as the foundation the entire time. One thing worth being straight with you about, because I always want to keep this real. Clips are currently capped at around 10 seconds at launch, and character consistency across big scene changes still has some rough edges. Google has said publicly that longer clips are coming, so this is a fast-moving target, not a finished product sitting still. Here is the part almost nobody is talking about yet. The real value isn't either model on its own, it's chaining them together. G-Hacks covered this angle well, pointing out that pairing a cheap image tier with a genuinely new video model in one workflow changes the math for anyone testing content ideas before committing real money to a finished product. Think about it this way. Before this, if you wanted to test 10 different video ad concepts, you paid for 10 expensive video generations, waited on all of them, and probably threw away most of them. Now you generate 10 cheap images first, in seconds, pick the 2 or 3 that actually look right, and only then do you spend the money turning those into video. You're testing ideas for pennies before you ever pay for the expensive step. I didn't always think this way. I didn't have some big master plan when I got started. I just focused on fixing one problem at a time, and this is exactly that kind of problem. Most people skip straight to the expensive tool because it feels more impressive. The smarter move is almost always to test cheap first and spend big second. Most people are going to open one of these tools, generate a single video, post it, and call it a day. That's leaving most of the value on the table. Let's Data Science pointed out that this release shifts where people should be spending their time. Instead of spending hours perfecting one prompt, the smarter workflow is running dozens of cheap image variations first. Because the bottleneck used to be cost and speed, and that bottleneck basically just disappeared. A better way to use this, if you're running any kind of business online, is to treat it like a content factory instead of a one-off generation tool. Generate a batch of product images in different settings, pick your favorites, animate only those into short video clips, and now you have a week of content from one afternoon of work. A blog post from Fellow broke down something I didn't expect, which is how fast this model handles text rendering inside images now. That has always been the weak spot for AI image tools, words coming out blurry or misspelled. According to their coverage, character consistency and legible text inside the image are both noticeably improved in this new version, which opens the door for things like posters, marketing graphics, and social posts with real readable text baked right in. And a breakdown from data science in your pocket on Medium dug into the actual benchmark scores Google published. Nano Banana 2 Lite scored close to the full-size Nano Banana 2 model on both image generation and editing quality, while running noticeably faster and at a fraction of the cost. That gap between the free version and the expensive version keeps getting smaller, and that's good news for anyone who isn't made of money. One more thing worth knowing before you dive in. Every single image and video these two models create carries an invisible watermark called Synth ID baked right into the file. Google's own announcement confirms it's built in by default, and it survives even after you re-upload or re-export the content. That matters more than people realize because as AI content spreads everywhere, being able to verify what was AI made and what wasn't is becoming a real trust issue online, not just a nice-to-have feature. Here's an open loop for you. There's one specific use for this combo that almost nobody online is talking about yet, and it has nothing to do with marketing. I will get to it in a minute, so stick around. Okay, quick pause, because if you actually want to use this Gemini Omni Flash and Nano Banana 2 Lite combo without fighting with a dozen different tabs and accounts, there's an easier path. Higgsfield built their whole platform around exactly this kind of chained workflow. Image first, then video, all under one subscription. And they also have something called Higgsfield MCP, which lets you run these generations directly without bouncing between different websites. It's one of the fastest ways I have found to actually put these two models to work instead of just reading about them. You can check it out for yourself at nickponti.ai/HiggsfieldAI. That link is in the description and in the pinned comment. All right, now let's get back into it. Okay, here is that use case I promised you. Beyond marketing and content, this same chained workflow is showing up in interior design and product prototyping. You upload one photo of a room, generate a handful of redesign concepts almost instantly, and then animate your favorite concept into a walkthrough video before you spend a single dollar on furniture or a contractor. Google's own demo apps show this exact pattern, letting someone reimagine a room and then watch a cinematic version of it in motion. That's not a marketing gimmick. That's a real decision-making tool, and most people have no idea it exists yet. I want to be straight with you, because I never want to overhype this stuff. This isn't a magic button that prints income. It's a tool, and like any tool, what you build with it depends on you. But the door that just opened here is real. Businesses are already suffering from what I call AI guilt. They know their competitors are moving faster with content, they know they're behind, and most of them don't have the first idea how to catch up. That's an opportunity, if you're willing to learn the workflow while it's still fresh. I built this whole channel without having some big following to start with. No audience, no connections, nobody paying attention to me when I got going. The tools available today are simply better than anything I had access to back then. If you're paying attention to this video right now, you're earlier to this than most people will ever be. All right, before you go, two quick things. First, if you want to actually get hands-on with Gemini Omni Flash and Nano Banana 2 Lite the easy way, go check out Higgsfield MCP at nickponti.ai/HiggsfieldAI. Link is in the description and the pinned comment. Second, if you have been watching this thinking, okay, this AI stuff makes sense, but how do I actually turn it into real income? That's exactly why I put together the AI Cashflow Masterclass that I am currently offering for free. It's not some surface level overview. It's a step-by-step breakdown of how people are using simple AI workflows just like this one to create real income streams online. Inside, you will see the exact types of AI services businesses are already paying for, simple workflows you can set up with no coding needed, and how to find the businesses stuck with that AI guilt I mentioned. The ones who already know they're behind and are ready to pay someone to help them catch up. If you want to see how this works step by step, register for the free masterclass using the link in the description and the pinned comment. One last thought before I let you go. Tools like this are moving fast, and the people who win aren't always the most technical ones. They're the ones who actually open the tool, try something small, and build from there instead of just watching video after video. You don't need a big following or a huge budget to start. You just need to pick one workflow from this video and actually run it this week. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.